Port Richmond. Going for a scoot. And today, it's going to go around Port Richmond during the hottest day of the year, which is you know what? This might be a thing to do. Let's highlight all the dumping spots in Philadelphia that we have. Now this spot, my buddy used to have a gym here. And this spot has been a dumping ground for years. So people just come here and dump stuff. I don't know. Elite. Oh, hello, friend. Oh, you know, I went to a Phillies game last night. And the voice is, okay. So, here's some more illegal dumping. And illegal dumping's a problem everywhere in the city. There's a lot in this section, and I don't know if that has to do with the dump being around here. We do have locations in the city where if you're a resident, you could drop off, you know, a few bags of trash or whatever you have, like. Oh, we're dead. This is it. The end of the channel. So the dump is about, it's a pretty long block. It might be about a half a mile long to the river. And that's where the dump is. You just go down to Delaware Ave. You make a right. But usually along this section of I-95, you'll see some dumping. Or maybe not. Isn't this great? The city, you know, it's finally clean, and I decided to make a video about how messy the trash is. Good Lord, what is this? Never mind. Hashtag nightmare fuel. Oh, here, look at this guy. Look at this pothole. Look how big this pothole is. Here's my scooter. Look, I'm dead. Good Lord. Here we are, Fishtown. Going for a scoot. And today, we're going to scoot around Fishtown. Maybe dip our toe into Kensington. And we're going to go head back home to Port Richmond. And see what's going on the hottest day of the year here in the city of Philadelphia. Gas prices, $4.49. How crazy is it that I think $4.49? I'm like, holy shit, let's pull over. Let's get some of that gas. That's a bargain. So a few years ago, none of this was here. I guess that's like the entire city. I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. I think the CVS was here. That mall was here, but none of this shit. The Wawa wasn't here, whatever. A WSFS, never heard of you? So that's a... Is that a bank? Is that really a bank, or is that like a movie set? WSFS, never heard of it. I'll show you a spot. You want to see a construction? Wow. Not really wow. One time I was here. Matter of fact, it happened on these steps. And one time I was walking with my buddy Mike, and we saw two no good nicks, because no good nicks have been around forever. That's not a new thing. We had two no good nicks. And quite honestly, Fishtown had more no good nicks. About the same amount of no good nicks. So I saw two guys with like a piece of construction paper, and they were spraying it with Raid. And we're like, oh, what are you doing with that? Like, oh, we sell it as asset. So, yeah, don't, if you don't trust your asset dealer, don't buy it, because it could be raid on paper. Here it is. If you watch my videos in the Kensington neighborhood, once in a while I'll say, oh, 30 years ago, Kensington was nice. It was, you know, it wasn't nice, but it was decent, you know? And Fishtown was kind of tougher than Kensington. They were both tough, but there was a little bit of edge, a little bit of, I don't know, I was scared walking around in Fishtown. Because they would jump you. They would jump you because they didn't know you. That would be a thing. Like, oh, where are you from? And I go, oh, I'm from Port Richmond. That's like 6 blocks away. And they go, no, listen, we have to beat the shit out of you now. Because you're not from this neighborhood. That's how it was. There it is. They got the Fishtown iced tea. Uh-oh. That's crazy. They're selling the Fishtown iced tea here? Yeah, the Fishtown iced tea is a drink. It's like a Long Island iced tea, but it's made with Arctic Splash iced tea. Although there's no real iced tea in a Long Island iced tea. There you go. This is where I hung out a lot. This was see how this is beautiful. Beautiful art. Nice. Well, when I was a kid, I think there was a lot of abandoned cars. These houses weren't here. It was just a lot. As a matter of fact, we called the lot the tot lot. And that's what we would do. There would be like abandoned lots where buildings used to be, and they would just be knocked down. So neighbors would take over that lot, and there was like a playground set. There might have been a basketball net there. There was never a beautiful trash can like this. So, oh no, pain, agony, glasses. Yeah, so this is Cedar. We used to hang at Cedar and Dolphin, but this is Cedar and Gordon. So this is 2401 Gordon Street. Let me know. I'm curious. 2401 Gordon Street. How much is that going for? I'm really curious. Really curious. Because I can't imagine. Oh, I bet you. Oh, I'm going to set my over-under. The over at $300,000. Over. No, I'll up it. Let's see. A little free library. What do we got? Anything good? Oh, they got this beer. This is a guy, Joe Sixpack. He's like a Philly guy, and he wrote on there about all these local beers. He's been around forever, Joe Sixpack. I think he was a writer for the Philadelphia Daily News. He would just review bars and beer and shit. Pretty good job. Yeah, and if you see, man, look at the parking. Take note. Every time I go down the street, try to pay attention. I mean, there's other things to pay attention to, but take note of the parking and how little there. Now, you can't park on this side. It's only one side. Fishtown. Oh, who has worse parking, Fishtown or South Philly? It's getting. Oh, I think it's pretty close, man. South Philly's parking. I always bitch about that, but Fishtown's getting pretty awful. Port Richmond's pretty awful too. There he is. This is a good taco place, Loco Pez. Right here. I think they have dollar tacos. No, do they have dollar tacos? I don't know. I tell you what, they have a fantastic taco salad. And they're still doing the outdoor seating. So if you own a bar, if you know somebody that owns a bar, I am available to host Quizzo at any night besides Wednesday night. If you're interested, just leave me a comment, and I'll get back at it. I'm talking to a few places right now, trying to expand my Quizzo empire. Very exciting. You see, there's nobody. It's so hot out. Nobody's out. I know a guy who owns an ice cream truck, and he was telling me, I saw him, I was like, yo, you must be making bank. And he's like, no, I'm not even going out. I'm not even taking the ice cream truck out because, look at this tree. Wow. He said, I'm not even taking the ice cream truck out because nobody comes out when it's hot. They don't want ice cream. They don't want to stand in the heat for 2 minutes. This is... You see this? They got that all over. If you have an address plate, a lot of them have fishes. There's one across the street. The fish that really helped Fishtown become Fishtown was the shad fish. So I think most of the fishes you see are shads. They have a lot of cool events in Fishtown's pretty, besides like Center City where there's a lot of cool shit going on. I guess Fishtown would be like the cool trendy spot. This would be, if I had to describe it as another city, I would say it's Austin, Texas. So I guess it's like Philly's Austin, Texas.